Hi, I'm Amanda Melby. I'm the owner and head coach at Verve Studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm super excited to be teaching our foundational class, The Core. It's a combination of acting theory based on Uta Hagen's book, A Challenge for the Actor, plus technique and application of the theory and the technique. We do script analysis, script breakdown, we do rehearsal technique, we do solo exercises from the Hagen book as well as assigned by me, and then we do 2 partnered scenes that again are assigned by the instructor. And it's a wonderful 8-week progression of the syllabus that is truly transformational for anybody's craft or technique. The textbook that we use in all of the foundational classes is Uta Hagen's A Challenge for the Actor. She was a remarkable Broadway actress and one of the original teachers of HB Studios in New York. The reason I love her book and her technique is that A, it's a technique and not a method. So there's less restriction on it. It's malleable, it's changeable, it's customizable, it's a living document, the work that you're doing. And it really examines human behavior. If we can understand how we behave as human beings, then we can certainly understand how characters behave. And that's really our job, is to put ourselves in place of another human being and authentically and truthfully tell that character's story. In A Challenge for the Actor, there are 10 individual exercises. And what I love about them is that they're all about, again, human behavior. How do we behave when we have motivated movement, when we have physical destination? How do we behave when we're talking on the phone to somebody? How do we change as a person when we're talking to somebody that we don't like, or our boss, or our child, right? We show a different side of ourselves when we talk to each one of those different people. What do we do when we lose something? How do we behave when we lose something, right? These are examples of the first 4 exercises in the Uta Hagen book. In the core technique class, we do the first 2 exercises. We do 2 partnered scenes in the core technique class. The first is an A-B scene. Character A, character B. 6 lines of dialogue or so are given for each of the characters. What our job is to fill in the blanks, is to create the role prep, is to create the character and the circumstance, to justify and back up the story behind the lines of dialogue that are given. It's a really wonderful exercise into creating and justifying the text. That happens so often in the real world, by the way. We get sides for an audition, a page, 2 pages. That's it. We don't have access to the entire screenplay. It's like, what do we do with these 2 little pages? Well, we're going to have to take educated guesses and fill in the blanks as much as we can, right? That's what the A-B scene is. The other scene that we do is a scene from a published play. And I assign those. They're usually 2 to 3 pages. Not particularly long, but juicy. Really good. I try to give you scenes that you could be cast in, right? So I'm not going to pick something that is entirely wrong age or different gender or totally different personality or type than you from the beginning. The first scene I pick for you, you should be able to slip into the shoes of fairly easily. In both of the partnered scenes, I expect you to rehearse with your partner outside of class. Class is not a substitute for rehearsal. Once you've completed the core technique class, you really should have a solid foundation and know what you need to do for every role that you take on. Now, of course, you're going to still need to practice, right? So the 8-week core technique class is not from beginning to end, magic, poof, you're going to be an actor, but it's meant to lay that groundwork for you so that you know where you can build from. Then you're going to take those skills, those script analysis skills and those rehearsal skills, and you're going to branch out from there and you're going to apply it in maybe film acting. You're going to take those skills that you learned and realize how you're going to do it for this frame that you're in, right? Or television acting or scene study. Scene study is taking multiple scenes over the course of 6 weeks and rehearsing with your scene partner for 2, 3, 4 weeks and putting the scene up week after week. Being an actor is a lot of work. This class is a lot of work. But like anything in life, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. If you want the nuts and bolts of what being an actor is like, If you want a solid technique that you can use and replicate and morph and transform and add to and take away from for all of the different auditions and life experiences that you have, then the core is for you. The core is a fantastic class for new actors. If you don't know where to start, this is a great place. I'm going to lay the foundation for you. We're going to go through what the process is when you get a script, how to break it down, what are the important things that you need to look for, how to rehearse it, and how to be flexible and dynamic and in the moment. If you're a returning actor, an experienced actor, this class is good for you. You will learn something from it. You'll at least get the opportunity to do 4 or 5 different presentations of your work. Get up and do it. But you might also just learn some new technique. I invite you to take this next step, join us at the studio, and get started on your acting career.